Hello. Welcome to Mainly Murder with Meg and Mum. I am Meg. Mum's microphone isn't even near her fucking face.
How rude.
Hey, we're professionals.
No, we're not.
This is episode number 40.
Woohoo!
And as you guys might have...
birthday to
What the fuck?
us. I don't know.
No.
No?
As you guys might have picked up by now, that every 10 episodes I give Mum a bigger case, a more well-known case. So today, we will be talking about Ed Kemper. There will be a light bulb moment for you when you realise what case this is.
Okay.
So, Edmund Emil Kemper.
Emil?
I'm not done.
Oh.
Edmund Emil Kemper the Third. We've done with juniors. We're skipping to thirds now.
Right.
Was born on the 18th of December 1948 in Burbank, California. He was the middle child and was 13 pounds or 5.9 kilos when he was born. A nearly fucking 6 kilo baby.
Okay, he was a little fucker then.
He was a fat fuck. This is one you're allowed to get. You're going to get classic mum in this one.
Oh, excuse me.
His parents were Edmund Emil Kemper Jr. They even had the same fucking middle name.
Middle name, yeah.
And Clarnell Elizabeth Kemper. His dad was a World War II veteran who went on to test nuclear weapons and then went back to California and worked as an electrician.
Oh, well, we know they're not smart.
Ed had a weird obsession with his second grade teacher. He would sneak out of the car. No, the house. With his dad's bayonet and then just go watch her through her window.
Bayonet? Isn't that a knife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he'd take his knife to go and watch the teacher.
His second grade teacher. So he'd be like 7.
7 or 8, yeah.
His older sister Susan once teased him and asked why he didn't try kiss her.
Kiss the teacher?
Yep.
Oh, fuck off, Susan.
Thinks it's fucking ABBA.
Idiot. Yeah.
And Ed replied, quote, "If I kiss her, I'd have to kill her first."
Right.
According to Ed...
I think you missed that joke, Ed. That's not how it goes.
What was the joke?
You know, if I tell you, I have to kill you.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like,
if he
if
kissed
I
her...
have to kiss her, I have to kill her first.
According to Ed, it didn't seem like his older sister Susan liked him very much.
Nah.
She'd once tried to push him in front of a train.
Take a hint, Ed. She doesn't like him, mate.
And another time, she pushed him into the deep end of a pool.
Yeah, no, she don't like him. Or didn't.
Some of Ed's favourite childhood games were playing...
Drown the brother?
That was his sister's favourite game. His favourite game was playing Gas Chamber and the Electric Chair.
How the fuck do you play Gas Chamber and the Electric Chair?
Well, glad you asked.
I did.
His younger sister would tie him to a chair and then...
She did that. That had nothing to do with the game. She's like, all right, if you insist. And then she'd fuck off, I'm guessing.
Then she would flip an imaginary switch and Ed would jerk around pretending to be electrocuted.
Oh, my God.
Or he would tumble and writhe all over the floor pretending to be in a gas chamber.
Wow.
This is his childhood favourite game. So
this
fucking
is
puzzles.
like a 7 or 8 year old.
Yep.
Yeah, he had big things coming, didn't he?
He did. In 1957, Ed's parents separated.
Oh, because of the
Just
fucked
to
up
add
kids.
to being a middle child.
Was it our fault, Mum? Yes.
His mum complained that his dad had a menial electrician job, and his dad said that, quote, "Suicide missions in wartime and the atomic bomb testings were nothing compared to living with Clarnell."
What the hell's a Clarnell?
His mum.
Oh.
Suicide missions in wartime and the atomic bomb testings.
Was worse than being with his own wife.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Clarnell was described... That's a horrible name.
It really is.
It's even not nice to say, Clarnell.
Clarnell.
Was described as severely dysfunctional, a neurotic and domineering alcoholic.
Oh.
She would frequently belittle, humiliate, and abuse Ed. Ed had overheard her talking to his dad on the phone, and she called him a real weirdo.
I've called you worse.
But fuck.
You're more than a weirdo.
She was worried that Ed would harm his sisters, so she made him sleep in a locked basement.
Oh, that's a bit.
As a kid.
Yeah, but he did like to play Tie Me Up and Gas Me. Like he wasn't the most stable kid on the block, was he? Come on, keep reading.
Tie me up and gas me.
Whatever, you know what you know what I
Put
mean.
that on a t-shirt. Tie me up and gas me. What? Oh shit! All right, so, he's
he's in the basement, locked up.
She also apparently would refuse to give Ed affection as she was worried that she would turn him gay.
Oh, God almighty.
Tie me up and gas me. That was great. This is a trigger warning for you, especially.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
At the age of 10,
Yeah.
Ed buried the family cat in the garden while it was still alive.
Ah!
It gets worse. Sorry. He then dug it back up, decapitated it,
Oh, my God.
and then mounted its head on a spike.
Oh, fuck. No wonder Mum kept the girls away from him. Jesus Christ.
At the age of 13,
Oh, jeez, he'd be rooting them.
he killed another family cat because he thought the cat liked his younger sister more than him.
Oh, my God. Fuck.
Look, it just gets really worse from here.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
Strap in.
Did you want to go back to Disney? Nope. Okay.
Disney?
Just whatever. Disney, Hallmark, any of them.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Around this time, his mum had also married her second husband, Norman Vincent Turnquist. Norman was in the U.S. Marine Corps until he was wounded.
Corpse.
Corpse? What did I say?
Go on.
In 1945, he was discharged, and now he was working as a plumber.
Oh, for God's sake. Next
Electrician,
one's going to, I
plumbers,
was going to say, next one's
carpenter.
going to be a carpenter, yeah.
Norman would take Ed fishing and taught him how to hunt.
Oh, yeah, give him a knife. Shit.
Ed would grab an iron bar and stand behind Norman for long periods of time with the plan to bash him over the head, steal his car, and then drive to go live with his biological dad.
Oh, my God. He
But
didn't
he'd
want
never
him.
do it. He'd just
Of course not.
fantasize. Clarnell and Norman divorced.
Fantasise that every night Andrew starts fucking snoring.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clarnell and Norman divorced in June 1963.
Oh.
And by May 1964,
Oh, she married again.
she was married to
Jesus
her third
Christ.
husband, Harold Magnus Strandberg. Harold was also a plumber,
She likes the tradies.
and he'd spent time in the U.S. Army during World War II.
Okay.
At the age of 14, Ed ran away from his mum's house to go live with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
This is how he found out that his dad had remarried.
Oh. And didn't want him, I'm guessing.
I don't know.
Yes,
Well,
you do. You knew.
not wanting to really live with either of his parents, or neither of them really wanting him to live with them, Ed was sent off to live with his parental grandparents at their 17-acre ranch in North Fork, California. His mum, Clarnell, told... Are you okay? She's trying to put a jumper on.
The sleeve got all caught up.
Oh, no.
I know. All right.
So his mum told his dad, quote, "This guy is a really funny bird, and you're taking a risk by leaving him with your parents. You may be surprised to wake up one morning to learn that they have been killed."
That's what the mum...
That's what the mum said to the dad, saying, "Good luck, he's probably going to kill your parents."
Yeah.
Ed described his grandparents, Maud Matilda Kemper, as emasculating, and his grandpa, Edmund Emil Kemper Sr.,
Of course.
as senile. Maud was born on the 19th of November 1897 in Topeka, Suwannee County, Kansas, where she was the sixth of 7 children.
Mm-hmm.
In 1910, her family moved to Los Angeles, where she met Edmund Emil Kemper Sr. The couple were married when she was 16 and he was 21.
Mm-hmm.
On the 27th of August 1964, 16-year-old Ed was having an argument with his grandma in the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
By this stage, at 16, Ed was already 6 foot tall.
Oh, okay.
Ed went and grabbed a rifle and started heading outside when his grandma said, "Oh,
Y'all come back now.
you'd better not be shooting them birds again." Ed stopped and stared at his grandmother through the screen back door, then raised the rifle and fired it through the screen door at her.
Oh, no.
Maud had been sitting with her back to the door and she slumped forward onto the table where she'd been typing. Ed then shot her twice more in the head and once in the back.
Jesus Christ, Ed, settle down.
He then wrapped a towel around her head and dragged her body into a bedroom. When his grandpa returned home shortly after, Ed shot him in the driveway and dragged his body into the garage.
I'm not trying to laugh at someone being shot. It's horrible. But just when you go,
Ed shot him in the head?
No, when you go, shot him in the driveway, I'm like, what part of the body's that?
You fucking idiot.
It's just the way you say it. Shot him in the driveway. Oh,
it's right next to the
the
kneecap.
Yeah, it must be.
It's like when 50 said, when they're like, where were you shot? And he's like, oh, my mum's house. And they're like, no, where on your body were you shot?
That's right. Yeah, shot in the driveway. Oh.
Ed then called his mum and told her what he did.
Oh, that was nice.
She then called the police.
Good on her.
And he just waited at the house for them. When they arrived, Ed was just sitting calmly on the front porch.
With his hands out, ready to be cuffed.
He told the police that he, quote, just wanted to see what it felt like to kill Grandma.
Oh, okay.
He then explained that he killed his grandpa in the driveway to spare him from having to find his wife dead.
Right. That was nice of him.
Yeah, he's caring.
Caring and sharing, worrying about Grandpa's feelings. God
Apparently
almighty.
he did love his grandpa.
Oh, okay.
But,
yeah.
like, he did shoot him, but...
Yeah.
Ed was sent off to a Tuscadero State Hospital.
Tuscadero?
Yeah.
That was in Happy Days.
Oh, for fuck's
Pinky
sake. Between
Tuscadero.
Happy Days and
Pinky
Gilligan's Island.
Tuscadero was in Happy Days. She was the Fonz's. She was, what was her name, the singer? Come on. What was her name? I've gone blank. Let me.
You let me know. This is now a fucking Happy Days and Gilligan's Island podcast.
Oh, no, it was someone different. It's not who I thought it was.
Oh, that's a shame. Anyway,
keep going.
This is not Pinky Tuscadero. This is a Tuscadero State.
Oh, it was Leather Tuscadero I was thinking of. Sorry, go on.
This was a state hospital, which was a maximum security hospital in San Luis Obispo County.
Susie Quattro. That's who I was thinking of. Sorry.
He was seen by
court. That would have annoyed people. They would have been going, I know Pinky Tuscadero.
You're fucking annoying me. I'm going to shoot you in the fucking head.
Susie Quattro.
He was last seen by a court psychiatrist and diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. But the California Youth Authority disagreed with the court psychiatrist as Ed showed, quote, no flight of ideas, no interference with thought, no expression of delusions or hallucinations, and no evidence of bizarre thinking. While at the hospital, they did discover that Ed had an IQ of 136. The average IQ of an American at this time was about 100. Ed was given more tests, which then confirmed that he had a score of 145. So he had a very high IQ.
Right.
The hospital diagnosed him with a personality trait disturbance, passive-aggressive type. A senior social worker at a Tuscadero State Hospital wrote a report on October 19... wrote a report in October 1964 about Ed and in part read, this youth, Kemper, has committed a double murder, that of his parental grandparents. For several years prior to the killing, there were numerous indications that this youth was extremely disturbed, had self-destructive impulses, and acted out homicidal impulses against 2 cats over a period of a year. He is overwhelmed with feelings of worthlessness, guilt, parental rejection, and has great fears that he will suffer a psychotic episode. Mm-hmm. While at the hospital, he was a model prisoner.
Of course he was.
He became a member
Oh, fuck off.
of the JCs.
Oh, okay. Heard that before.
A psychiatrist said about Ed, he was a very good worker, and this is not typical of a sociopath.
Oh.
He really took pride in his work.
Oh, that's good.
They even trained him to administer psychiatric tests on other inmates.
Oh, for God's sake.
During conducting these tests on others, Ed memorized the answers to the 28 different assessments, and he managed to convince the doctors that evaluated him that he was safe to be released.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
On the 18th of December 1969, Ed was released from the Atascadero State Hospital, and it was also his 21st birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, psycho.
Happy birthday, Ed. Ed was released into the care of his mother, who, while he was in hospital, had divorced. While he was in hospital, the third wife,
Oh, put your teeth in.
the third husband, she'd married and divorced him, all while Ed was in hospital.
Of course she did.
They now lived in Aptos, California, which was close to his mum's job at the University of California, Santa Cruz. On the outside, Ed still met with psychiatrists. Yep.
Yeah.
And on the one psychiatrist, okay, this guy saw multiple. On the 29th of November 1972, his juvenile records were expunged. That he killed his fucking grandparents.
And the cats. Don't forget the cats.
Yeah.
Killed them too.
Yep. The last report from his psychiatrist stated, quote, "If I were to see this patient without having any history available or getting any history from him, I would think that we're dealing with a very well-adjusted young man who had initiative, intelligence, and who was free from any psychiatric illnesses.
Oh, fuck off.
It is my opinion that he has made a very excellent response to the years of treatment and rehabilitation, and I would see no psychiatric reason to consider him to..."
Who is this quack?
I don't know. Dr. Duck?
Must have been. God.
"No psychiatric reason to consider him to be one of any danger to himself or any member of society.
Ah.
As since it may allow him more freedom as an adult to develop his potential, I would consider it reasonable to have a permanent expunction of his juvenile records."
What a dickhead.
Ed's parole requirements were that he was to attend community college. He also really wanted to become a police officer.
Oh, of course he did.
But
so he could get himself out of fucking trouble?
He was rejected due to his size. He was too big to be a police officer.
Oh, what?
At that time, he was too big. He was 6'9".
Lucky Greg Davies became a comedian and not a fucking police officer. They would have rejected him.
Yeah.
Then he would have been sad.
Despite the rejection, Ed still kept a relationship with the Santa Cruz police officers.
Of course he did. They're going to be lifelong friends at some point by the sounds of him.
And would drink at a bar called the Jury Room, which was a popular drinking spot for local cops.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He was described as a friendly nuisance.
Oh, God almighty.
Ed and his mum would constantly butt heads. They once had a massive
Shit all too.
You're a dickhead.
just making me own fun over here.
Yeah. They once had a massive argument over whether Ed should have his teeth cleaned. Like they were just, yeah.
What?
Ed finally saved enough money and moved out of his mum's house and shared a house with a friend. But then he ended up moving back in with his mum.
Because why, he killed the friend?
No.
Oh.
The relationship was always described as toxic.
The friend or the mum?
The mum, Ed and his mum. Also around this time, Ed purchased a motorcycle. He ended up in 2 accidents on the bike.
Oh, shame he didn't die.
One, well, we wouldn't have much of a story. One where he was hit by a car and injured his arm. This resulted in a civil suit where Ed got $15,000.
God almighty.
That in 1972 would be about $115,000 now, or $174,000 in Australian dollars.
That's unreal.
With this settlement money, Ed purchased a yellow 1969 Ford Galaxy.
Okay.
That sounds like it'd be a phone now, but it's a car.
It'd be a Samsung Galaxy. It wouldn't be a Ford Galaxy.
No, maybe Ford would bring out their own phone. Now he was able to drive around. He noticed that at this time there were a lot of young women hitchhiking.
Oh.
Ed claimed that he had picked up around 150 hitchhikers.
Shit.
But just drove them around.
Oh, bullshit.
Then he said he started to get homicidal sexual urges, which he called, this is what he called them, his little zappies.
What?
That's what he called his little homicidal urges, his little zappies.
His little zappies.
Little zap zap.
He got a little zappy and off he went and killed someone.
Because of his little zappies,
Oh, fucking
Ed started to carry around in his car
Condoms.
plastic bags,
Oh.
knives, blankets, and handcuffs.
Of course. Any good murderer's starter kit.
It's a kill kit.
Yep.
So on the 7th of May 1972, Ed was driving around Berkeley when he picked up 18-year-old Mary Ann Peace, Pesce, and also 18-year-old Anita Mary
Together. They were
Lucchesa.
friends or?
Yes.
Okay.
Mary and Anita were students from Fresno State University.
I
and
probably
were
figured they were safe being two of them.
You'd think so.
Well, no, you wouldn't necessarily think so just because it was two of you, but I'm assuming that was their logic.
Yeah, two is, go in pairs, the buddy system. They were students.
They weren't going to the toilet.
No, they were trying to get to Stanford University to visit some friends.
Mm-hmm.
So Mary Ann was born on the 19th of August, 1953 in New York and had been a student at San Francisco.
Oh, that's a long way away.
Fresno. She was New York and then she ended up in California.
Mm-hmm.
Anita was born on the 29th of October, 1953 in Modesto, California. She was involved in many clubs while at Davis High School in Modesto. She was the freshman yell leaders, the sophomore yell leaders. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing an American thing. The German club, the American Field Service, and the Science Club. Are you looking at what yell leaders are?
Yep.
I think it's like a, give me an A. No, it's more of a cheerleader.
Idiot.
I don't know.
I would have thought it was something to do with youth, for starters. Yell leaders are an all upperclassmen spirit organisation at Texas University who lead crowds in traditional chants or yells using specific hand signals. Okay.
Oh, so like at the soccer when they're like, your mum's a whore, your mum's a whore.
Wow. Okay. Anyway.
I can't think of what it is.
Fucking idiot.
It's like the Addams Family song, but they're like, your mum fucked your brother and your brother. Anyway, while driving. No, I'm going to have to find it now.
Please don't.
That's great. Anyway, so, yeah. While driving, Ed managed to take the girls off in a different direction without them realizing. He ended up in a remote area which he was familiar with. He handcuffed Mary Ann, and while doing so, he accidentally brushed the back of his hand against her breast, and it embarrassed him.
Oh my God.
He told her,
Keep your tits to yourself.
Whoops, I'm sorry.
How did he say?
Whoops, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
While Mary Ann was handcuffed in the back seat, he put Anita in the trunk of his car. He returned to his back seat where he put a plastic bag over Mary Ann's head and wrapped a bathrobe belt around her neck. The bathrobe belt had snapped and Mary Ann had managed to bite her way through the plastic bag covering her head.
Where was he while all this was going on?
Like trying to strangle her.
So he's sitting there while she's
biting through it.
Okay.
He's a bit of a bumbling.
Oh, fucking clearly. You would have thought he would have just gone smack.
There is a few cases where it's like, oh, you're not good at this.
No.
So Ed said, quote, there's a lot of these Ed said. I didn't know how else Ed said.
Ed said,
quote, I stabbed her all over her back. She turned around and I stabbed her on the side and the stomach once. As she turned around, I could have stabbed her through the heart, but her breasts were there. Her breasts actually deflected me. I couldn't see myself stabbing a young woman in the breasts. That's embarrassing.
What a fucking weirdo.
He's such a fucking... Ed Kemper, everybody.
What the hell?
Ed then grabbed Mary Ann by the face and slit her throat.
Oh.
Quote, I knew I had to do it to the other girl right then because she had heard all the struggles and she must have known something very serious was going on. So while he's stabbing Mary Ann, Anita is in his boot.
Yeah.
Ed tried to conceal his hands as he opened the trunk, but they were covered in blood. He said, quote, and I pulled my hands down kind of unconsciously and she noticed how bloody they were and she panicked. Her lip was really quivering and she was really scared. I was scared.
What will I do? I thought to myself. And then I thought, Let's keep killing.
I can't really remember what he sounds like, but I think it's kind of like a Yogi Bear. Not a Yogi
Dipshitty?
Bear, but like a... I don't know. I'll show you his voice so then you can...
You show me his voice.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, no, not Hamilton.
Show me his voice.
Oh, I thought he more sounded like Winnie the Pooh.
Looks like Ned Flanders.
He does. If Ned Flanders was 6'9".
Serial killer.
Yeah, so he was scared. He then told Anita that he may have broken Anita's nose and that she should help her.
Oh.
He then got another knife out from his trunk. Ed said, quote, "It was called an original buffalo skinner or something. It was very expensive, about $8 or $9. He attempted to stab her, but the knife barely penetrated her clothes, so great expensive knife. As this was happening, Anita fell back into the trunk. Ed tried to slash her throat, but in the process, he stabbed his own hand."
Oh, how did this guy get away with more than just doing this?
I have no idea. He then said, quote, "She was putting up a hell of a fight. I was thrusting and the knife was going very deep, and it amazed me that she was stabbed 3 times and she was still going at it. I tried stabbing her in the front again or towards the throat area, and she was making quite a bit of noise and was trying to fight me off, and I stabbed her in the forearms. One was so bad you could see both bones, and she saw it, then I hit. I didn't think it really hurt so much, as it was the shock of everything happening so fast. She looked at it, and I could see the expression on her face of shock." Ed kept stabbing, and Anita started to become weaker. He then put Marianne and Anita's bodies in his trunk and started to drive home. On his way home, a police officer pulled him over as he had a broken tail light.
And didn't say anything about the blood in the car?
Nope.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Once he got home, he took the girls' bodies inside, took photographs of them, had sex with them, dismembered them,
for fuck's sake.
and then engaged in oral sex with their severed heads.
Oh, what in God's name? Where do you find this shit?
Ed Kemper is very well
I've
known.
heard the name. I didn't know it was...
It was at that show we went to. He put the body parts into plastic bags and abandoned them near Loma Prieta Mountain. He put their torsos and limbs in one location, their hands and feet in another, and their head he threw into a ravine.
Oh.
This all happened 6 months before the psychiatrist thought he had improved enough to expunge his juvenile records.
Oh, good on you, you dumbass.
Only 4 months later, after the murders of Marianne and Anita, on the 14th of September 1972, Ed picked up another young girl hitchhiking.
You're right. Had a bit of the Roy Kents about you then.
Fuck no. I don't know how to say her name. I'm going to have to look it up.
Fuck no.
Can
You
we get
all
ice
know I
cream?
don't have a hair ass.
Can we get ice cream? Fuck no.
She looks like she's in like a secondary school or something in the new season.
Well,
In her little school uniform. She looks a bit older.
Aiko or Aiko?
I don't know.
Aiko Ku was born on the 25th of May, 1957 in San Francisco, California. At only 15 years old, she was already an accomplished Korean dancer who had toured the country performing, and her grandmother had sewed her authentic ballet costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Aiko had missed the bus to her dance class,
Oh,
so
shit.
she decided to hitch a ride to get there.
Oh my God.
At around 7:15 p.m., Ed picked her up and then drove her to a remote area. When Aiko realized that they were heading in the wrong direction, she started screaming and begging with Ed. Ed then produced a gun and pressed it to her ribs.
Oh.
To calm her down, Ed apparently started telling her that he didn't want to hurt her. He was actually going to kill himself and just wanted someone to talk to.
Uh-huh.
He then drove onto Bonnie Doon Road, where he tied and gagged Aiko. He placed a piece of duct
Did she
tape...
think at this point she wasn't being talked to?
Yeah, I'll be like, look, this doesn't seem like chatting.
Mm-hmm.
He placed a piece of duct tape over her mouth and then asked her to move her jaw to see if she could loosen it. He then instructed her to get into the back seat. Then Ed got out of his car to get into the back seat, then realized he had locked himself out of the car
dumb fuck.
with Aiko and his gun inside.
Oh, my God.
Unfortunately, he managed to convince her to unlock the car.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Are you serious?
I just wrote, I don't know if maybe she was just trying to be nice, and she's like, maybe if he sees that I'm nice and I'm letting him back in his car.
No, you should have learnt to drive there and then.
There and that you're going to learn today.
You were going to learn today. Wouldn't have mattered if you'd hit a fucking tree. Would have been better than what was about to happen to you.
So Ed thanked her for unlocking the door by throwing himself on top of her. So she is 15.
Oh, that's not funny then.
She's 5'4" and 105 pounds or 48 kilos.
48 kilos. I didn't reckon my leg would be 48 kilos. Fuck me.
Let's remember that Ed is 24, 6'9",
Shit, yeah.
and about 300 pounds or 136 kilos.
On top of 48.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck.
surprised she didn't just die of
Yeah, exactly. Squished.
squishation. Is
Yeah.
that the official?
I don't think that's a...
Like it's
I don't think that's a word.
It is now.
Squishation.
So while lying on top of her, he covered her mouth and her nose with his hand, and then he strangled her. Surprisingly, she was still alive and trying desperately to fight back, but unfortunately, Ed was
She didn't stand a chance.
6'9", 5'4".
Unless she was a bloody karate, black belt, everything expert. She had no chance.
Ed unfortunately was able to overpower her again, and she was now unconscious. He then took her out of the car and raped her.
Jesus. Then she'd want to be dead at that point.
Yeah. Ed said, quote, "It didn't take more than 15 or 20 seconds before I had an orgasm."
Wow. That's a dud route.
Yeah.
like dead or alive. That's a dud route.
Fucking Ed. He then wrapped her body in a sheet and put her in the boot of his car. While he was driving down Bonnie Doon Road, he spotted a small bar, so he stopped and had a couple of beers.
Oh, you would.
It's a hard work.
Clearly.
Once he was done with his beers, he went back out to the car and opened the boot, and he said, quote, "Both to check that she was really dead and also to savour my triumph, to admire my work and her beauty like a fisherman happy with his catch."
Ugh.
He then drove back to his apartment, took her body inside and started to dismember her, which took him about 4 hours. Oh,
No.
4 hours is a long...
I was just going to say, yeah, he obviously, took one bone at a time or what?
I don't know. Well, he scattered them. On the Saturday, he disposed of her body parts like he had his last two victims, but kept her head in the trunk of his car. Then in the morning, he met with one of his psychiatrists, and later in the afternoon, he met with another.
They were money well paid for.
During the appointments with his psychiatrist, her head was still in his boot.
Oh.
By January,
Ew.
Ed was back living with his mum. He would ask his mum to introduce him to girls on campus, and she refused. Ed said, quote,
Ed said,
"She's holding up these girls who she said were too good for me to get to know." She would say...
Anybody was too good for him to get to know. God.
She would say, "You're just like your father. You don't deserve to get to know them."
Oh.
On the 7th of January 1973, 18-year-old Cynthia Cindy Scholl was hitchhiking to get to class at Cabrillo College. Cindy Scholl was born on the 4th of August 1954 in San Mateo County, California. She attended high school until she was 17 and then enrolled at Cabrillo College and was debating about whether she wanted to become a school teacher or a police officer. Ed said that the night he picked up Cindy, quote,
What?
quote,
Oh.
"In that vicinity, I'd been up cruising around the campus and I'd picked up 3 different girls, 2 of them together that were possibilities, but I cancelled those out because there were too many people standing around that possibly knew them when they got in. But all the other conditions were perfect. It had been drizzling, it had been raining real hard, and people were getting any ride they could get, and windows were fogging up. But I have given up on those other 2, and I was kind of uptight about it, and driving down the street, I spotted her standing there with her thumb out."
It was the time, but it's you don't see many hitchhikers these days.
No. He drove Cindy out to a wooded area near Corralitos and forced her into the trunk of his car. He then killed her with a single gunshot to the head.
Oh.
He then drove back to his mum's house and hid Cindy's
Asked
body.
if tea was ready. So roast on the table. I've been busy,
his mum's
Mum.
like, fuck off.
Yeah.
He then hid Cindy's body in his closet overnight until his mum left for work the next morning.
Hang on, it was already in his car. Why didn't he just leave in the fucking car? Mum take his car to work?
Oh, I don't know.
Just seems like a lot of work. Taking it from a dead body from your car to your room. Then when Mum leaves, take it from your room back to the car.
Maybe he liked the thought of it being in his closet or something. He's a fucked up unit.
A fucked up unit, is he?
Once he left, he sexually assaulted Cindy and then dismembered her in his mum's bathtub.
Ah, wonder if Mum noticed that.
Probably not. You'd think there'd be like a smell in your house.
You'd think so.
Just like
There's blood everywhere. There's always blood. It's
There's
like the
always
thing I was
blood.
watching the other night, and they found blood in the locket.
Oh.
They were about to release the woman, and someone jimmied her jewelry, and they went, hang on, and they got down, and just as they got down, she grabbed the locket, and they went, no, and I flipped it open, and sure enough, there was a memory card in it, and blood was caught around the outside of it.
There's one. I don't know if we've covered it yet, but they.
This was just a TV show. This wasn't a real story.
This was a real story.
Like-
The cops and the investigators took apart the plumbing in the bathroom
to find blood.
bits. Yeah. So
Blood, guts.
just like his other 3 victims, he disposed of Cindy's body but kept her head for another several days. He really had to think about heads.
Yeah, no, I can imagine what he was keeping it for.
To get rid of her clothes, I thought this was like I'd never heard of someone doing this before. He took them to a laundromat near his old apartment, put them in a dryer, placed it on the highest setting with 4 dimes worth of time, and the next day he went back and the clothes were gone. So he was planning. He just dumped them in a laundromat.
Yeah,
washed
just
them.
left them.
I don't think he washed them, but
Left him to.
I think he was hoping they'd catch on fire, but someone else.
But the other way is just as good. Wash them, stick them in the dryer,
and then they're gone.
and if no one's there to claim them, people would have tea leafed them easy.
Yeah.
Not even realise they got some dead woman's clothes on. That's quite clever.
Yeah, he's such a fucking idiot with some things, like how he locked himself out of the car and
Yeah.
like he accidentally slashed his own hand.
Yeah.
But then he thinks
That's
of
smart
that.
enough to go,
Yeah.
leave it in the laundry, someone will steal it.
I don't know what he was planning to do with Cindy's head, but when he heard the news that the police had discovered her body, he had to get rid of it. Ed dug a 16-inch deep hole in his mum's garden. He faced her head towards his mum's window and he stated that he did this because his mother, quote, always wanted people to look up to her.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So he buried her head in the garden.
Oh, my God.
When she didn't show up to class or return home that night, her roommate Pamela called the police and also alerted Cindy's family. The next day, a California highway patrolman was just doing routine checks over a 300-foot cliff, as drivers sometimes overshot the curve and ended up going over. That's when he spotted a plastic bag that appeared to have a human arm sticking out of it.
Oh,
Due to the amount of missing girls in California at the time, it took over 2 weeks to officially identify the body as belonging to Cindy.
Jesus Christ.
So we could sidetrack for a moment.
Mm-hmm. Not
And-
like us, but sure.
It's still related.
Let's just go down that little side exit.
Let me briefly tell you about talk about the amount of missing people in California at this time.
Okay.
During this time in California, they
Mhm.
obviously had Ed Kemper running around killing girls hitchhiking.
Mm-hmm.
But in California at this time, they also had Herbert Mullen, the Zebra Murders, Santa Rosa Hitchhiker Murder, Randy Kraft, Patrick Kearney, Rodney Alcala, Samuel Little, and Juan Corona.
So there's really something in the water at that time of the year, wasn't there?
The 70s and 80s in California was fucked. So just from these people combined, they had over 200 victims.
Wow.
So probably explains why it took a little bit of time to
Yeah.
identify her.
Mm-hmm.
On the 5th of February 1973, Ed and his mum had a heated argument which caused him to storm out of the house.
Dig the head up and leave. No one's looking up to you, bitch. I don't even look up to you.
No, he probably looked down on her. He was 6'9".
Oh, fuck, okay.
Due to the now 4 girls murdered at the Santa Cruz area, they advised students to accept rides only from cars with university stickers on them. Because clearly the murderer couldn't be a university student.
Oh, obviously.
But let's also remember that Ed's mum worked at the university.
And had a sticker on her car, I'm going to go with.
He got a sticker from her for his car so he could go on campus.
Oh, that's handy. So he's in the safe zone.
Yep. It's okay. He's got a car sticker. He's not a murderer.
That's right. Can't be.
Ed was cruising around when he stopped for 23-year-old Rosalind Heather Thorpe as she was coming out of one of the school buildings. She got into the front seat of his car and they were just chatting when he also spotted 20-year-old Alice Helen Liu thumbing for a ride, and she got into the back seat.
Thumbing for a ride. As you say, though, that was normal
The 70s,
then too.
yeah.
It was just, it wasn't like now. You're like, fucking don't even bother.
No, you order the ride from the stranger.
Yeah. And you pay him to take you away and kill you somewhere. Good job.
Don't talk to
My, how
strangers.
times have changed.
Don't get into cars with strangers. No, just order it on the app.
Yep.
They'll come to you.
Yep.
So, Rosalind Thorpe was born on the 30th September 1949 in Los Angeles, California. She was attending the University of California, where she was studying linguistics and psychology. One of Rosalind's friends described her as, she was a big, bouncy, fun-loving, playful, but sometimes serious girl involved in risk-taking, caring, and loving. She was no saint, but a very special person.
Sounded like me with the big bouncy. I was like, oh.
If you fell over, you'd bounce back up.
Wouldn't break my nose anyway.
No. Alice
That's rude.
was born on the 8th of February 1952, also in Los Angeles. She was described as an active, vibrant girl who had a wide range of interests. She was a member of the Future Teachers Club, was treasurer of the California Scholarship Federation, and was part of the Creative Writing Club, French Club, Interclub Council, and the Tata Ladies Service Organisation.
Jesus Christ. She didn't live at the school? Like, that's a lot going on.
Yeah. Alice was in her final year at the University of California. She was originally wanted to become a teacher, but then recently became more interested in Oriental studies.
Oh.
Ed said about picking up Alice.
Ed said.
It's just really hard to...
Ed said,
quote, "Okay, here we are chatting. It's actually Rosalind who is leading the conversation, and that suits me. I notice Alice, who sees us and gives us her most beautiful smile, thumb raised, a gesture of great beauty. She does it very naturally, with a lot of grace. I think she must have been an experienced hitchhiker. She is superb, with everything you need. What? With everything you need where you need it. Intelligent, dressed in a conservative way, not with these fashionable colours in... Fuck.
What's she wearing? Beige?
Not with these fashionable clothes in bright colours that we saw everywhere at the time."
So she was running around in beige pants.
Yeah.
A bit like Fisk. You know how she wears the brown suit and the white shirt?
Who?
Fisk, the TV show on ABC. Haven't you ever watched it with...
Is it the chick that's married to Kevin Bacon?
No. Fucking no. It's an Australian.
She's Kitty
in...
Flanagan?
Yeah, Kitty Flanagan.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Fisk. She every season, every episode, she wears the brown pants, the brown suit jacket that looks like it's 2 sizes too big for her, and a white shirt.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's well, you should. It's very funny.
Anyway, it's not a TV show podcast.
It is a TV show.
As he was driving the girls, he took them to a road where you had a nice view of Santa Cruz. Ed asked the girls...
You have to be quick to try and kill two at once, wouldn't you? Because when you would, like, my logic would be if he's dealing with one, wouldn't the other one try and hightail?
Well, he's already killed 2 at once.
Yeah, I know, but it wouldn't be easy.
I feel like when it's the friends, you'd want to stick around, but these 2 are just 2 random girls.
When it's a friend, why would you stick around? If he's killing you, fucking I'm gone. I don't give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck. It's my daughter. I'd be like, mate, you deal with her. I'll just be over here waiting for my turn.
Stop
and
looking at your heart rate. Look at your heart rate. Move away from the microphone. Can you move your microphone away? Because that's going to be like...
I'd be gone. I'd be dust.
Anyway, but
like,
I feel like...
I'd be like, nah,
2 at once.
Talk to the nice man.
Talk to the nice 6'9" giant with the gun.
6'9" guy. Just talk to Johnny Nine Toes there. He'll kill you in no time.
Johnny Nine Toes.
Well, Johnny Nine Toes has got to be 6'9", easy.
So Ed asked the girls if they didn't mind if he slowed down so they could observe the landscape.
Oh, God.
Ed then reached for the gun under his leg and then shot Rosalind in the head.
Was she in the driver's seat?
She was in the front seat
with him.
Then he turned and shot Alice. He then put the two women in the trunk of his car.
Oh, my God.
When he
How'd
arrived
he get all
home...
the blood and guts and brain out of his car?
I don't know. You couldn't take it to a car wash.
I was going to say, you wouldn't go anywhere near that car going,
No.
what's all that red stuff dripping off the back seat?
When he arrived home, he found that his mum was still up and watching TV.
Oh, God, Alice. What's her name?
Clarnell.
Clarnell, okay.
Ed told her that he was going out to buy cigarettes and then returned to his car where he beheaded the girls while they were still in the boot.
He's got a real thing about the choppy bit, doesn't he?
He's got a thing about heads. The next morning when his mum left for work, he brought the heads inside, cleaned them and removed the bullets.
Oh, okay.
He removed the girls' hands and took their body near San Francisco to dispose of them, thinking that the police would assume the murders took place in that city.
Well, makes sense.
Ed then went to have dinner and watch a movie with a friend, and after he drove to Eden Canyon Road and disposed of Rosalind and Alice's heads and hands. So he was really, again, such a bumbling idiot in some things.
Yeah.
But he'd make sure the head and the hands and the rest of them were all in different places.
Well, it makes it a bit hard to put them together. It's like a jigsaw.
Yeah.
Work out who it is.
On the 21st of February 1973, the UCSC campus held a sort of vigil that had about 1,000 students attend to mourn the lives of Rosalind and Alice.
How did they know they were dead?
They find the bodies, like they're not just...
Well, you jumped there, didn't you? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, he's a serial killer. In March
Don't
1973,
need to listen anymore. Okay.
there was a small article in the Turlock Journal that read... Oh, yeah, so this is...
Okay.
Excuse me, there was an article in the newspaper.
Right, okay.
March 1973.
Yeah.
Quote. Mr. and Mrs. W.E. Copley of 5019 Christopherson Road are announcing the engagement of their daughter, Carla Schattenberg, to Edmund.
Hang on. What were the parents' names? Start again.
Mr.
Yeah, and Mrs. who?
W.E. Copley.
So, but their daughter's name was Schittenberg.
Schattenberg.
Yeah, how come the daughter's
Schattenberg.
name was different to the parents?
I don't fucking know, but this Carla is getting engaged to Edmund E. Kemper III.
Oh, fuck.
The bride-elect is a senior student at Turlock High School, and the couple is planning a late summer wedding.
Does he actually get married to someone?
No.
Oh.
But a senior in high school would mean that Carla would be about 17 or 18.
Yeah.
And in 1973, Ed was about 25.
Oh, so do we know where how they got together? Just through school?
I don't know. Just, yeah.
Hate it when I have unanswered questions.
On the 20th of April 1973, Ed was woken up at around 2 a.m. when his mum returned home from attending a party.
Oh, okay, Mum.
He drifted off back to sleep until about 4 a.m. when he got up to see that his mum's bedroom light was still on. This is the transcript of a taped interview Ed had with investigator Michael Aluffi.
I like how you say it as if I know. Yeah, Michael.
Aluffi. Aluffi. Aluffi?
Sure.
Quote. I got home Friday night, or I got back to her home from Alameda, where I'd been working early Friday in the afternoon, and I sat around the house and took care of a few business problems. You know, calling and making a couple of phone calls that were unrelated to the problem. And I called my mother at work and let her know I was in town, and she told me that she was going out to dinner, some faculty dinner or something, and she'd be home late.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat around and drank some beer, watched television, stayed up as late as I could, and I had wished to talk to her, really, before anything had happened. It was my hopes that she would go on good terms, and this was impossible because, well, I guessed it would be good terms because we hadn't really argued or anything when we talked on the phone. I went to bed about midnight. I guess I woke up a couple hours later. Well, let me see. That doesn't work out right. I think I went to bed around 2 and she still wasn't home, and I went to bed and went to sleep. I woke up a couple hours later, around 4, and she was already home, done whatever she does when she gets home late at night, and had retired for the evening. This was after I'd gone to bed around 2 a.m. Saturday morning. She was in bed reading a book, and I woke up around 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 hours after I went to sleep roughly. The lights were pretty much out in the house. I didn't see any lights on, I hadn't heard anything, and I thought, gee, it's 4 o'clock and she still isn't home.
She might have got a root.
So I got up and I walked out of my bedroom.
We're not going with the root theory. Okay.
Noticed her small light was on and walked into her bedroom just as she had taken off her glasses and turned the light off. Without turning it back on, she commented that, I said, oh, you're home. And she says, you're up. What are you doing up? I said, well, I just wanted to see if you were home. I hadn't heard anything. She said, oh, I suppose you want to talk. This has happened several times before when she'd come in late and I wanted to talk and we'd talk and then she'd go to sleep. She didn't say it in an abrasive manner. It was more or less.
If you'd come in my bedroom at 4 a.m. and I'd just got home from half cut, lunch, dinner, drunk, I would have told you to fuck off and go back to bed.
Well, it was more or less just jive, and I said no. She said, well, we'll talk in the morning. I said, fine, good night. Mm-hmm. She left the light out and I walked out of the room and back to my bedroom, laid down, and decided at that point
I'd kill her.
I was going to wait another hour or so until she was asleep before it happened.
Oh, he did kill his own mum?
Ed waited for his mother to fall asleep
God.
and then bludgeoned her
for fuck's sake.
with a claw hammer and slit her throat with a penknife.
Why?
Dude, it gets much worse.
Do you want to talk? Nah, all right, no.
They always it was described as a toxic relationship. Like they were just.
Well, that didn't sound toxic. Do you want to talk? No. Good. I want to go to bed.
Well,
see you in the morning.
Anyway.
Night. Kiss you night.
He did.
Yeah. Kiss you on your forehead. Sweet dreams.
He decapitated her.
Oh, God.
And put her head on a shelf.
Oh.
Where he proceeded to scream at his mother's head for about an hour.
Okay. Couldn't you just done that while she was laying in the bed? She could have just pretended to care.
Then he moved on to using her head as a dartboard.
Wow.
Then he cut out her tongue and larynx and tried to put them down the garbage disposal.
Oh, God.
When the garbage disposal couldn't break them down, Ed said, quote, that seemed appropriate, as much as she'd bitch and scream and yelled at me over so many years. Even the garbage disposal couldn't take her down. Ed then put his mum's body in a closet and went to have a couple of drinks at a nearby bar.
Hang on, this was like in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 o'clock somewhere, I guess.
The bar where he and his cops buddies hang out and drink.
Mm-hmm.
FBI agent John Douglas said, quote, he was analysing what he was doing and learning to perfect his technique. He had discovered their strategies and plans for trapping him, and he was able to outthink and elude them. But he also had not come across as a killer. He had learned how to make people feel safe around him, and that was probably how he
Hang on, this is the cop talking about Ed.
Yeah, the FBI agent.
Okay.
And that was probably how he had found ways to get the girls into his cars, despite the warnings issued to students throughout the area.
He had a sticker on his car, mate. He was safe.
He had a sticker. But also he drank at the bar where the cops investigating the co-ed killer was.
Exactly. Is that what he was called, the co-ed killer?
The co-ed killer. He then rang his mum's best friend, Sarah Taylor Hallett, and told her that he wanted to surprise his mother by taking her and Sarah out to dinner that night.
Oh my God, surprise, Mum's on the bookshelf.
Hello, we're going to do live action Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh my
Mum's
God.
on the bookshelf. She's got a dart in her eye, don't worry about it.
Yeah, she's fine. She'll be right by the time the first course arrives. Fucking hell.
So Sarah was born on the 19th of October 1913 in Washington. She had 2 sons, Edward and Christopher. That's weird that her
Ed and Ed.
Yeah. Ed and Eddie. Anyway. Sarah arrived at the Kemper's house and Ed came up behind her, wrapping his arm around her neck and lifted her off the ground, and this had broken her neck and she died.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Sarah arrived at the Kemper house.
Yeah.
Ed came up behind her.
Yep.
Wrapped his arm around her neck and lifted her off the ground.
And she's like, oh, don't be...
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly...
That's probably... She was like, oh, stop being so... And out.
Ed said...
Fucking hell.
that by killing both his mother and her best friend, the absence would be chalked up to the two of them having a spontaneous girls' trip away.
Of course.
Ed put Sarah's body in the closet that already had his mum in it, and then he left a note that read, "Not sloppy and incompetent, gents. Just a lack of time. Got things to do!" Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Because that's what the cops said about the murderer. He was sloppy and...
Well, I think he just left his mum. Like
Yeah.
the other ones were like cut up and put in the forest
Yeah,
and stuff.
but I'm guessing the cop's description at some point in the bar was, oh, he's sloppy and he's whatever. And that's
Possibly.
why he's left a note saying, not sloppy, not whatever, for when the police found him.
Yeah, just lack of time. Got things to do.
Yeah, things to do, people to kill.
Approximately 5:15 a.m. Saturday. No need for her to suffer at the hands of the horrible, murderous butcher. It was quick, asleep, no pain, the way I wanted it. Ed explained in a later interview that he wanted to end the life of the person who he believed fueled his violent, murderous rage. Ed said, "It's not going to happen to any more girls. It's got to stay between me and my mother. She's got to die, and I've got to die, or girls are going to die."
So why didn't you just kill mum first?
And that's when I decided, I'm going to murder my mother. I knew a week before she died I was going to kill her. I don't know.
Would have been a lot easier than killing all these others. Could have just killed mum. If mum was the problem.
All right, come on. We're going to go have mushrooms.
All right, I'll go cook your lunch.
Ed then drove non-stop to Pueblo, Colorado. From his mum's house in California to there, it was just over a 20-hour drive.
Wow.
Non-stop. I said, that would be like driving from Melbourne to Rockhampton in Queensland, or nearly driving from here to Alice Springs. Non-stop.
Yeah, you'd have to stop. You'd have to have a piss and a...
Maybe he had a
piss
bottle
and
or
a
something.
fuel, food and petrol. So it did stop.
He drove.
Couldn't have
non-stop.
done it on one tank of petrol. No fucking way.
Well, I think he did. Like he didn't sleep.
That, yeah, okay. Well, that's without having to sleep. But it's
Apparently-
not no stops. I don't want to be,
Gotta be a bitch, but I gotta be a bitch.
I don't want to correct the, the misjustice here in this disgusting
Ed apparently
story.
took caffeine pills to stay
Oh,
awake,
there you go.
as he thought he had to get far away as he could, as he believed there was an active manhunt for him going on. He arrived in Colorado and found there was no news of his mother and Sarah's murder. So he found a payphone and called the police.
Oh, my God.
He confessed to the murders of his mum and Sarah.
Wait on, he told them he killed his mum or he told them he killed Mrs. So-and-so?
He confessed to the murders of his mum and Sarah. So he confessed. He said, I killed them both.
Yeah, but you're wondering, did he tell them, like he's told him he's killed two people,
Yes.
but did he say, one's my mum? Come on, there's a big difference. Saying, I killed two people, okay, I've killed A and B.
Yeah, he said my mum.
That's
Like,
what
he's
I'm
like,
asking
I killed
you.
my mum and her best friend.
That's what I'm asking
Oh
you.
my
Did
God.
he admit to killing his
Yes,
actual mum?
He did.
Or did he just admit to killing two people? Because he's then just gone, that's me, I'm a murderer.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Anyway, but the officers didn't take him seriously. Several hours later, he called the police again and again confessed to killing his mum and Sarah. This time, he pretty much told them that it wasn't a prank and they should send officers to his mum's house to confirm it. Officers were sent out to his mum's house and they were hit with the smell of decomposition, and then they discovered the two bodies just like Ed had told them.
So who was he driving to?
He was like, they're going to get me, I got to just fucking
Oh, he was in the
drive."
car alone. I thought he was getting rid of the bodies.
No, he was by himself. He
Oh.
left them in the cupboard.
I thought he had the bodies with him. He was going to drop them off somewhere.
No. He left them. Then he just waited at the payphone for the police to come and arrest him.
Why?
While he was being arrested, he confessed to the other 6 murders of the college students.
Again, why?
Don't know. On the 7th of May 1973, exactly 1 year after he had committed his first co-ed victims. Remember, he's also killed his grandparents as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So exactly a year after his first co-ed murders, Ed was indicted on 8 counts of first-degree murder. Due to his explicit and detailed confession to the police, the only defense his attorney had was to plead not guilty by reason of insanity.
Insanity, fuck off.
While,
Fucking hate that.
while in custody, Ed attempted suicide twice and failed.
Well, they should have helped him.
And his trial began on the 23rd of October 1973. 3 court-appointed psychiatrists found Ed was legally sane.
Oh, yeah.
Sane.
That's all right.
She's about
So
to
you
go
said,
off.
I was going to go, what do you mean he's fucking sane? Yeah, no, that's right. He's sane. He knew what he was doing.
On the 8th of November 1973, the jury of 6 men and 6 women deliberated for 5 hours before
I was
declaring...
waiting for 5 minutes. 5 minutes,
5
he's
hours.
fucked. Yeah, put him away.
Declaring Ed as sane and guilty on all counts.
That's good.
Ed actually asked for the death penalty and
Nah,
requested
too easy.
death by... Well, don't forget, as a kid, he loved playing fucking gas chamber. And
Yeah, too
what'd you say at the
easy.
start?
Too easy.
Tie me up and gas me?
Still, that's a bullshit way out. It's like when they
Yeah.
want to try and commit Harry Kane. It's like, no,
Yeah.
you go to jail and spend the rest of your life being miserable, you prick.
He was sentenced to be imprisoned for a term of natural life on each count.
Good.
Ed also kept souvenirs.
Oh, Jesus.
Found in his possession were Rosalind and Alice's bags, which included their University of California student IDs, and Rosalind's blood-stained bra.
Oh.
Ed was incarcerated at the same prison as Herbert Mullen and Charles Manson.
Oh, I know Charles.
You know Charles.
I know Charles.
Ed did not
Well, I
like...
don't know him.
You're not friends with Charlie? Ed, did you fucking have to lean over to clean?
That was disgusting. I saw something on the bench
was
there.
it?
I don't know. It was just like powder or
This is my cocaine.
probably,
I just
probably something you've been
before we
snorting. Yeah. No, it looked, I don't know. It was, dusty.
So,
Anyway, keep going. Go
Stop
on, get
touching your
distracted.
mic. You know how hard it is to fucking...
You get
Did you
distracted
make-
easy.
Yeah, it's like an ADHD Avenue sign. over there. Ed did not like Herbert Mullen. Apparently Herbert had a habit of singing and bothering people when they were trying to watch TV, so Ed would throw water on him.
What, try and diffuse him or what?
Like when he with the spray bottle with the cat.
Like with the cat, yeah.
Ed said,
Ed said.
quote, "Then, when he was a good boy, I'd give him peanuts. Herbie liked peanuts. That was effective because pretty soon he asked permission to sing. That's called that's called behavior modification treatment."
Oh my God.
Herbie liked peanuts.
Yeah, I bet he did.
While in prison, Ed narrated over 5,000 hours of audiobooks.
Are you serious?
No, I
But-
fucking made that up.
Well, you'd be stupid enough to. Is that seriously like you could get a book now that he has narrated a book?
I don't. Yeah, he's done thousands.
Have you
of
found
books.
any?
No.
Oh.
I haven't looked.
Why not?
I'm sure you'd find one.
I reckon that would be... Do you know what he sounds like?
Kinda.
Okay.
Must
Anyway.
have an alright voice to do fucking 5,000
It probably
hours.
puts you and bloody... What was her name? Kelly to sleep listening to
Yeah.
fucking Psycho. No, I can't believe you sleep to the sound of
I
murder.
didn't sleep to it. I would listen to it before I go to bed.
Oh,
I listen to a podcast and do my little colouring app on my phone.
you weirdo.
Anyway, Ed Kemper also participated in interviews with FBI profiler John E. Douglas and Robert Ressler. During one of the interviews with Robert,
Don't fucking roll your eyes at me when you're saying something.
I don't know. No, I just thought I was going to explain it, but then I think I did. But if I didn't, I'll explain it later.
Oh, yeah, sure.
During one of the interviews with Robert Ressler, Ed said, quote,
Ed said.
"The guard isn't coming back. They're on change of shift. He's not going to be here for 30 minutes. In that time, I could snap your head and leave it on the table. I'd own the prison then. I'd kill an FBI agent."
Holy shit. And did the FBI... No, he wouldn't have had a gun on him because he would have been in the prison. He would have had to hand it over.
Ed was denied parole in 1979, 1980, 1981, 1982, 1988, 1991, 1994, 2007, 2012, 2017, and 2024. His next parole hearing will be in 2031 if he lives that long.
So he's still alive now?
Ed Kemper is still alive.
Oh, I thought it was Gaines. Is that someone different?
Ed Gein is someone else.
Okay.
Each time it is brought up,
Well, I just kept hearing Ed said.
Ed said,
Ed said.
each time they explained Ed in prison, he was a model prisoner. Oh, sorry. Each time his parole came up, they'd explain how much of a model prisoner he was, but they still denied it. Thankfully, they had fucking brains. In 2024, he was described as wheelchair bound and suffered from diabetes and coronary heart disease. He's also had his left second toe amputated. Is it? If you're just
No,
really
toe's
tall, do
Johnny.
you have to lose a toe?
Wow, must be.
On the 23rd of December 2024, there was a rules violation report from the hospital he was at, and it read in part, quote,
And I quote.
on 12/23/2024, fucking American dates, at 12 noon, I went to IP Cell to do an incontinent change together with LVN and CNA. I think they're the initials of whatever staff. While cleaning and changing IP Kemper, he suddenly grabbed and slapped my buttocks.
Oh.
I was startled, and I immediately told Kemper that grabbing/slapping a nursing staff's butt is very inappropriate behaviour.
Funny. Well,
I'm not done.
Well, just on that, I had to give blood on Saturday.
Did you slap the nurse's ass?
No. No.
Did you fondle? When you put your arm down, you feel like you're going to touch their coochie?
No, we were laughing because she reckons, because she got it first go. And you know how most of the time you're like, yeah. And she was saying that now from, I don't know when it changed, but they're only allowed to try twice.
Oh.
And she said you do lose confidence if you don't get it the first time. You're like, oh, shit. She said, and the second time you're like, don't. She goes, but she's got a guy that always comes in that when she does it, he goes, ah, and screams really loud, thinks he's funny. And she keeps saying to him, she said, one day you're going to do that and I'm going to push the wrong way and that needle's going to go right into your arm and you're going to have blood spitting out everywhere. But she said he does it every time. She said they all try and avoid this man because he screams and carries on. Just when you were saying don't do that sort of shit. Yeah. Anyway.
So
that was my Saturday morning.
He molested the nurse. And they told him it was very inappropriate. And Kemper said, quote, "It's okay. You're a male nursing staff," while laughing.
Oh, okay.
Ed also did something a similar thing to a female nurse in 2022. So he's not any better.
No.
A former administrator at the California medical facility had this interaction with Ed. Quote, "Big Ed and I..."
Big Ed.
You got to call him Big Ed. He's fucking 6'9". Big Ed and
I would call him Shorty. I would call him Pencil Dick.
And then he'd fucking snap your head off.
Pencil Dick Ed, come here.
Short motherfucker, come here. Anyway, Big Ed and I used to chat occasionally about his life on the street. I discovered that he actually lived in Alameda in an apartment 2 blocks away from where I lived. Oh. Scary. He worked at a gas station where I used to buy gas. Very scary.
Oh.
One day I asked him, tongue-in-cheek, what did he consider his greatest contribution to society?
Nothing.
He didn't miss a beat. With a gleeful smile, he cracked, quote, "I taught women not to hitchhike."
Oh, no, you didn't, mate. The fuck would still do it now.
As of this recording, Ed Kemper is still alive. And
that's a shame.
Is Mr. Edmund Emil Kemper III.
What was his middle name?
Emil.
Edmund
Emil Kemper III.
No wonder.
We've had juniors, we've had seniors, now we've had the third. So there you've had another big one.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Not good. Not good. Lucky I've got the life of a goldfish because these stories would keep you up at night listening to this shit.
Yes. Well, if you'd like to, if you don't already, follow us on Instagram at mainly.
Well, you should. Oh, I've got to ask Tomo if he listened to us on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tomo, if you're listening. If you made it this far. And
if you haven't, well, up yours, Tomo.
Up yours. Fairy godmother isn't helping you anymore.
Yep. That's it.
You can join our Patreon where we have extra bonus episodes like trivia episodes and video episodes and blah, blah, blah. I have something fun in store for Mum next time we record.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you can email us at
MainlyMurderPodcast@gmail.com.
She finally got it 40 episodes in and she's...
Whoop, whoop. And it's not even written anywhere. I did look around the room. I
like...
do look around the room going, it's got to be in here somewhere.
I'll write it.
Can you just put a big sign across the top of the computer or something?
Sure. Well, I don't have anything else. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.